Hi, third time's the charm. This is the third time I've recorded the video. First time it was too short, second time it was way too long. Trying to find a happy medium here. Okay, good morning, everybody. You guys are not doing Rosaria, you're doing CodeCombat. I am really excited to share with you the programming unit that we're going to do starting in 8th grade for the next many weeks. We were going to be programming robots after we finish the pull toy project, which we obviously can't do because we can't build, we don't have robot stuff to build with. But we were going to learn how to program robots. And since we don't have the robots at home, we need to learn how to program something else. So let me just show you the programming environment that we were going to use. This is called Robot C, and this is what we were going to use. So this does not look like Scratch. It's got toolboxes like Scratch and a workspace like Scratch, and then we would download the program to the robot, and the robot hopefully would do something interesting. And in this case, it would move forward. However, since we don't have the robots, we need to code something else. And Mr. Blosey and I spent all last week working with a company called CodeCombat to get licenses for every single one of our 8th graders at Weston Middle School to use the licensed version of CodeCombat online in their introduction to computer science course and their web development and game development courses. And so I'm super duper excited to introduce that to you today. So you're going to create your accounts for CodeCombat, and you're going to start the first couple of levels for that. So let me, so it's going to look similar to the code that you're going to write, looks similar to all the blue and red stuff in here that turns the robot on, makes the motors move forward, waits a certain amount of time. So, and things like that. So, and Robot C is kind of the same format. It's a little bit like C++, a little bit like JavaScript. And what we're going to do in CodeCombat is learn to code in JavaScript, which is the language of the web. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So if you look on Google Classroom, so right now you're watching the introductory video, and you're going to open that student Quickstart guide. You can print that out if you want to. It's really nice to kind of have that in front of you as a reminder of what the different areas of the screen are, especially when you're first getting started. You don't have to print it out if you want to save paper. That's fine. I encourage you to save paper, but just so you know that it's there. And then it says, step 3, click the students/CodeCombat link to create your CodeCombat account using your school email address. So you're going to click the Students CodeCombat account, and you're going to see a screen that looks like this. And if you're in 2A, it'll say 2A Robotics. And if you're in 9A or 2B or 9B, it'll say that section number and letter. So just make sure when you click on the link, it has the correct section number. If it doesn't, that's probably because I made a mistake. And just make sure you contact me. I just don't want you joining the wrong class because it can get a little confusing. And then you're going to click the continue button when you get there. So this screen just makes sure that you're joining the correct class. And then when you click continue, you're going to see this page, and you're going to click sign in with Google and sign in with your Google account from the students.westonps.org, and then you're going to click create account. The first page it's going to get you to is a level that's called Dungeons of 5th Guard, and you'll see the whole theme of this this programming interface is like kind of an adventure type game that sort of reminds me of Lord of the Rings a little bit. So you get to select your hero. So this is it'll bring you to this level. You get to select your hero, and you've got all these choices. You can choose anyone. I always pick Hattori or like Alejandro. I don't know why, I just do. So today I'll pick Alejandro. And I click select this hero. Okay, it instantly becomes very overwhelming. There's a lot of information here. So just take a look here. If you go back on the student, it tells you what's going on here. And you can even turn off the music stuff too. You can see it tells me my level up here. It gives me my game menu. I can even see that live auto complete graphics fixes and quotes. You can turn back like that. Okay, so it says what you're going to be doing is guiding your hero by writing code. You're going to write the code editor on the right, the code on the right, and your hero will read it and follow your instructions. Move your hero down on the walls. Okay, so you can see I'm trying to get him from here to there, to there, to there without impaling myself on the wall, which is bad. So I click start level.
Type a move down
and all of a
command
sudden,
on line 6.
So what they've just shown is a line of code through lines of comments. And the way I know that is first they're a different color, and second they start with a double slash. And the comments always mean it's a comment, so it's something programmer or a programmer has written, and is specifically meant to be read by a human, not the computer itself. The lines of code themselves are not, they are not preceded by double slash. And the computer will actually, if I write the line of code correctly, if I use the correct syntax, punctuation, capitalization, it will read the code and then do what I typed. Okay? So right now, my goal is to complete something gem. Alejandro has moved to the right 1 7 minutes over here, and I need to get him to go down and to the right again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click enter, and if you look here, like this method right here, all these methods, these are all the things I can do down, left, right, up. Okay. I wonder if I can drag it here. But I can do 0, and then there's auto there. So I can use my cursor down, and I'm going to click run there. Ooh, so he went over, moved right, moved down. If I want to start over again, I can restart.
Of course.
Okay.
Grab the treasure.
Grab the treasure.
You can use these methods. Type your code on the right.
Okay, here's found. I did that because I already wrote that. And then we have 0 right again. And just okay. There's all these hints if I want to click on the hint, and then we're going to click on it. Okay? So now, if you click back to the map, it'll bring you back to the map. If I click it, it's going to bring you back to the page. If you click next level, it'll bring you to a video, and it'll show you the next level where you some new techniques. Okay? I would like you to today complete Dungeons of Quickstart, which we just did, Gems of Shadow Guard, Counter Quest, always Quickstart, and then do the concept challenge. The concept challenge is a little tricky because what it does is you normally would have all these hints that you could click on. But when you get to the concept challenge, the hints box is going to be empty. Okay, so when you click hints, it's going to be empty. This is the concept challenge. So instead of giving me hints, it's going to say no hints here. You're going to practice what you learned in the previous levels. But if you want to go back to the other level and see what you did, you can. You just go to the I think you can just click on the game map and go back and see. So here's my hero, and then I want to get all the gems as quickly as possible. Return. So I have to go here, get the gems, and then go back to this exit. Okay, as quickly as I can. And you kind of got to remember in the last couple of levels. All right. If you want to, you don't. Today is a lot. Your account or the task or with the code editor, building confidence, and you are trying a little bit of an open-ended challenge, and then I'd like you to stop at this one. Okay. All right. Enjoy your introduction to computer science. We're going to stop here for now, and then we can continue today's lesson by creating your account and starting your programming adventure. Okay? All righty. Oh, I'm trying to. There we go.